Shalom Yesharala. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruchak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Oflakim that's preached the word in all truth and sincerity, along to Israelite foreigner brothers that relate the heathens. But the lion and foe side goes back to the nation of Israel, which nation of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the prophecies and curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter and throughout the Bible. So this is your brother Yekal Amah back into the video, and today's video will be entitled Wisdom and Knowledge Shall Be the Stability of Thy Times. I'm just going to go on some precepts and Lord willing, you brothers and if you sisters out there be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashmal Shai. Because as brothers know, we come in some very, very crucial and hard times, what the scriptures call it, Jacob's trouble. When everybody's going to, be faithless out here, and a lot of people is going to be panicking. It's going to be a lot of, murderings happening in Jacob's trouble. A lot of dead bodies on the streets, and it's just going to be a faithless society. But the only ones that's going to have the faith are the elect men of Israel that's in the faith, in the truth. That Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai is going to save. And I just want to go into a quick lesson in regards to that. And I'm going to start off in the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. And it reads, And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And right. And what wisdom and knowledge? The wisdom and knowledge out the Bible, out the scriptures. Knowing the prophecies, man. Because as Apostle Bar, says from time to time, knowing is half the battle. So by us knowing what's going to happen, the future events that's going to unfold in America before they happen, that's going to put us up on. That puts us ways above these people that don't know the prophecies. You see, and when you go into the word stability, it's it's from the Hebrew word amawana, which means faith. Which amawana, this is a feminine way of saying faith. The masculine way will be amawan, which means faith. So this knowledge and understanding that we have, to know the prophecies is going to be our faith in the time of Jacob's trouble. You see, it says, in the strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So as the scriptures say, this word, and when you go to Proverbs 24 and 5, it says, a wise man is strong, yea, man of knowledge increases strength. So this is talking about an elect man in the Lord, that's in the faith. They will be wise mentally, you know, and that's one thing Esau can't conquer the elect. There's no way Esau's going to deceive the elect, as Yahweh Shai said, if it were possible, they will deceive the very elect, which is not possible. Because the elect have a strong mind once this truth is embedded inside of them, and they have Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai on their side, man. Because like I was saying earlier, we're gonna see a lot of, and we already seeing it now. You know, um, this government shutdown. A lot of people are losing it. And talking about the SNAP benefits is going to be people not going to get the SNAP benefits on November 1st, and it's October 22nd. So we're gonna see a lot of you know if this continues, Lord willing, it does. This government shutdown. We're gonna see a lot of the love of many definitely waxing cold because we already seeing it right now on a low level. But the groceries, having groceries now, like my brother Yavsop said, having groceries is going to determine having a lot of groceries it's going to be like a status thing now. You know, because if people can't buy food, it's going to lead to people stealing and stealing from others as well, stealing from the grocery stores, and stealing from others. So being able to buy food, in abundance, it's gonna be a social status. People going by them seeing you have a lot of groceries, they're gonna know you have a lot of money. So that's why arguments it won't be wise to, if you do go to the grocery store, go early, if you can, early in the morning. Before all the niggas be up there, and also just get groceries that's worth 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 days worth of groceries. A couple of bags. Just shop for daily bread, man, because hey, these people, it's gonna be a lot of crime. But not to keep rambling, but this second Ezra 5:1 says, nevertheless has concern coming in tokens. The tokens mean signs. Which are the prophecies. Behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. And that's talking about, the 2/3 and the heathens, they're going to be destroyed in a great number by the Lord. It says, in the way of truth shall be hidden, because it's going to be a famine of the word very soon. You know, the Lord's going to withdraw his prophets from out the street corners teaching, begin on with our apostles, Elder Great Millstone now. And this truth won't be easily accessible as it is now. It won't, very soon, you're not going to be able to go on YouTube and search up Israelite videos of Great Millstone. You're not gonna be able to find the prophets on the corners outside teaching, street teaching. You're not gonna see that very soon. So the way of truth shall be hidden. It says, "And the land shall be barren of faith." So it's gonna be a faithless society, which we already live in a faithless society to begin with. But how much more when people don't have resources, when people don't have food, when people don't have water, people not able to feed their kids, their children, you know, it's definitely going to be barren of faith. And or barren, when something is barren, it says of land too poor to produce much of any vegetation. When you go, it says empty of meaning or value, you know. So it's going to be empty faith out here, you know. And that's why it's a gift to have faith, man. Because by us having faith, that's a gift because everybody doesn't have faith. This is 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, "For we walk by faith and not by sight." Yeah, so, and of course, it's easier said than done, because right now, we still have food in our store, in our refrigerator and stuff. We still able to go and buy food, but the Lord's gonna have it to the point when we're not gonna be able to buy no food at all. We're not gonna be able to cook. So on a stove top and stuff, but the Lord said that He was gonna provide for us, man. So we have faith in that, you know. And when you go to Isaiah 6:5-13, it says, "Therefore thus saith Yahweh Shai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry." And the Lord's servants are His prophets, His elect. So the elect is gonna be eating. They not gonna die of starvation like these people are going to die. And the ye that shall be hungry it will be the 2/3 in these heathens. They're gonna be hungry, man. They're gonna go to bed starving. Now I will say that the Lord can try our faith. You know, He can have us go without 2 or 3 days without eating. This to test our spirit. Because we know the Lord always testing. So, but hey, if you part of the elect, man, you gonna pass that test, man. It says, "Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty." So the elect, they will be drinking water, being able to have beverages, But these people, they're not gonna have that, cause real soon it's gonna be a privilege to be able to eat, man. It's gonna be very privileged to be able to eat and drink, and to be able to take a shower and be clean. You know, it's gonna be a privilege very soon, man. And Lord willing, we be of those men that Lord gonna take care of us, man. We're not gonna be looking like these people, bugged out and forsaken. Lord willing, that don't apply to us, man. It says, "Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." So it's gonna be two different spirits, and it's gonna be two different type of conditions. You know, so the Lord's servants is elect. They're gonna be rejoicing because they see in the downfall of Esau and these people of this world, these wicked, evil people. But the people that's not in the faith, the 2/3 of Israel and these heathens, they're gonna be ashamed, and the elect, they're gonna be eating and drinking, while these people of this world, they're not, So it's the Lord's gonna, as the Lord said, then shall you know who are my chosen. You see, it said, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, where ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation in spirit. So, you know, it's going, the elect, they're going to be singing for joy, man, because they know once they see all these prophecies come to pass, unfold, they know Yahweh Shai is near at the door. And with all these plagues coming in Jacob's trouble, one of them being famine, that's the sign of the end to come, the sign of the end of Esau's kingdom. So the elect will know that, and they will rejoice. While these people in this world, they'll have sorrow. They'll want things to go back to how it was. You know, and it's not, man. So we just gotta continue to worship Yahweh by Shemel Shah Akim. And keep the faith. No matter what, not to give up, man. Because whatever we go through in our life, we still gotta keep Yahweh by Shemel Shai. Make Yahweh by Shemel Shai first priority, man. First and foremost, and teaching this gospel and being brotherly and doing the best we can. So Lord willing, I could edify. Just wanted to make a quick lesson on that. And until next time, Shalom.